6 consequences of eating refined flours. Refined flours form a regular part of the diets of millions of people all over the world, yet despite the warnings against their consumption, many people still don't know how harmful they can be for their health. This product passes through a series of industrial processes which, unfortunately, degrades its nutritional integrity and properties. While small quantities of refined flour won't lead to serious side effects, an excessive and frequent intake can provoke some unwanted reactions in the body. The most worrisome is that they've made their way into many supermarket food products, which makes it difficult to cut them out of our diet. However, it's important that we all know the consequences of eating too much refined flour so that we can, at the very least, limit our intake. Pay close attention. 1. Increased risk for diabetes. People who consume this ingredient on a daily basis pose a high risk of suffering from diabetes in comparison to those who opt for integral flours. Refined flours contain high levels of simple carbohydrates. When they don't serve as an energy source for the body, they lead to spikes in blood sugar. This is especially true in the case of amylopectin, a type of carbohydrate. Amylopectin converts easily into sugar, thus affecting the blood's glucose levels. They make us overweight. Foods made with refined sugars are one of the culprits of weight gain and metabolic difficulties. Consuming these kinds of flour is one of the biggest obstacles for those wanting to lose weight in a healthy way. The carbohydrates slow down the metabolic rhythm. Also, as it raises blood sugar levels, it increases fat accumulation, especially in the abdominal area. Worse yet, they raise food anxieties because they are not filling. Digestion complications. One of refined flour's characteristics is that, due to the process that they undergo, 80% of their dietary fiber disappears. As a result, they can produce diseases in the digestive system and colon. The small fiber content makes it difficult for the body to digest food, and at the same time, it causes constipation and inflammation. As if that wasn't bad enough, it alters the bacterial flora in the intestines, increasing gases, indigestion and pain. Increased risk of inflammatory diseases. People exposed to inflammatory disease risk factors such as arthritis should exclude refined flours from their dietary plans. Although small portions don't provoke serious reactions, a habitual consumption of refined flour can set off the immune system's inflammatory responses. Imbalanced glucose levels cause the reactions, which interfere in the conversion of protein into energy sources for the body. When protein accumulates, it leads to a reaction called glycation. Glycation causes inflammation in healthy tissue. They can create intolerance. Food intolerance produces inflammatory reactions in the body. It also can set off a wide range of digestive symptoms that can affect our quality of life. Refined flours contain high levels of gluten, a type of protein that can lead to digestive types because they are difficult for the body to digest. Higher risk of depression while eating refined food products can provide a temporary sense of pleasure. The accumulation of the carbohydrates is linked to depression and low self-esteem. These substances raise the blood glucose levels and alter the brain's chemistry. This produces a sensation of physical and mental tiredness. They are linked with sleep disorders and reduced productivity in daily activities. Far from providing the body with energy, they lead to fatigue and drowsiness. This explains why, upon eating them, some people may feel down and in need of a nap. Do you usually eat these foods in your everyday? If so, try to start limiting yourself as soon as possible. Though it's hard to eliminate them completely from our diet, there are plenty of healthy alternatives that can help replace them in a huge variety of recipes. You might think that they are not that bad for you. But once you reduce your intake, you'll realize how beneficial limiting them is for your body.